Alrighty, here we go. Live into map number 2 after DownToFrag picked up the first map, 16-5, in a dominant showing. We are now on train. Adjacent Perfection currently trying to hold themselves into the playoffs here. ESEA Open Season 24. Both teams currently 2-0. And we're doing single elimination in ESEA, so looking to keep themselves in this. And they are going to pick up the knife round, which I believe they actually picked up last time too. They picked the CT side and did not have a good showing. And they are going to elect to start on the CT side yet again. Let's see what the buys are going to be. My prediction, after seeing Adjacent Perfection last round, is that this is another map they'll probably think they can go double AWP setup on again, and they'll just keep shooting themselves in the foot and get their economy reset really quickly. Hopefully they've learned from their mistakes in the previous round. We will see shortly, as it looks like it's going to be a very fast push over here towards the B-bomb site. Thankfully, there are 2 players here. And footsteps are heard. Big's going to smoke that off. No one's going to rotate quite yet, but he does have some backup here. Stingray holding behind bomb train, keeping an eye on upper. DownToFrag has slowed it down a little bit. Nobody peeked out quite yet. Only a little bit of utility in their hands. 2 smokes and 2 Molotovs. 3 of those players have bought armor, though. And those players look like they're going to be pushing on in first. Auto director, don't do this to me. Bick, up close and personal behind. Spullet is going to get checked. IoT does not get the frag. But Shanghai Opera does. A 1-for-1 trade here. Shanghai Opera picks up a second one. He was a man to watch last round, or last map, and he's still quite entertaining now. Zucchini Mania. He picks one up as well. Both those players have gone down quite low. It's going to be a retake. 2v4 for Brennan Levy, who just got himself a frag. Made this slightly closer. Gets a nice dink it down onto that player, and it's going to be finished up by Brun24. Zucchini Mania answers right back, though. Brun24 now in a 1v2. Low health on Zucchini Mania. He's going to go on at the upper because he heard the footsteps from Nick H. Body Pillow. He's getting aggressive up here, but he can't get the frag. Nick H. Body Pillow. He's going to help DownToFrag solidify their first round yet again. And let's see if they can keep this momentum going. Buys already coming through from DownToFrag. Adjacent Perfection, they forced bought upgraded pistols last round, and it looks like they're going to be doing it again. 3 armors already picked up. 2 5.7s, make that a third and a deagle in the hands of Brun24. He does have a good spawn if they go towards Ivy, but it looks like they're going to be filing back over towards B. 13 strats Y, looking like he's going to wait for some aggression. Meanwhile, the rest of these players do slow walk it, keeping an eye on several different angles. Shanghai Opera takes the first little peek there. Can't quite land the shot, though. Time ticking down. Bomb has been dropped by stairs at T-spawn. So they have plenty of time to go back and get that, as they have left. I believe that is that 13 strats Y. Shanghai Opera gets a frag over there from T-con. Stingray does answer it back, though, as they push towards upper. A lot of damage dealt to one of these E's, but Shanghai Opera, he swings out wide. He gets one. He gets himself a second one. And I shouldn't be this excited because it's only an eco round, and I have building false hype. But IOTD spots up one more player there, and Z, he's heavily tagged up himself into 16 HP. And a nice little pincer setup is coming in right now. Bick rotating over there towards Ivy, and Stingray, he's going to be dropping down soon. As I try and switch back to Bick, he gets taken out by IoTD, so now it's up to Stingray. He can't get anything done. Zucchini Mania was there, and he was on the lurk. So DownToFrag stringing 2 rounds together to start things off, and only losing 2 players in that entire predicament. So 2 more AKs are going to be purchased, and looks like a UMP was thrown over to 13 strats Y, so he can start building up that bank. I'm sure that Shanghai Opera wants to start saving every bit of money he can, get the AWP back in his hands as soon as possible. Meanwhile, Adjacent Perfection, nothing. Not a molly, not a kit, nada. Just USPs and some hope, as Idea looks like he might be getting brave. Is he going to go up the ladder, though? He's going to get flashed off of that before he can think to do so. And it does look like he nearly got sprayed. He is getting sprayed through the floor there. So he's going to be ushered out quite quickly. That aggressive play stomped right out. Meanwhile, we do have Brun24, who actually may have wanted to hold his position to Ivy. Instead, he goes and peeks, spots at a player in Econ before he goes back, where there are 2 players waiting for him. Smoke's going to come out, but it's thrown a little bit too deep. That's going to allow Brun actually to push up. But that grenade's going to meet him right in the face. He peeks out as he's forced to, and he's trying to get a little corner peek right now, but off camera, 2 big frags come in the way of DownToFrag. Zucchini Mania, he's going to shut down Brun24. And once again, 2 players versus 5. Stingray's going to get smoked off. Bick on the opposite side of Bomb Train. Spots out a player, but aim punches too much. And Stingray's going to swing out wide. Gets 1 frag for his troubles, but Nick Cage body pillow. He is going to solidify that round. DownToFrag only losing 1 player. And this is where I imagine Shanghai Opera will... Ooh, no, actually. Has the money for it. Could have thrown his AK over to IOTD and bought an op, but opted not to. And look at this. You know my prediction? You know that whole thing I said 2 minutes ago? Look at this. 1 op, 2 ops. Will they flop? I imagine so. We'll see what they do with it. One of these AWPs is going to go over towards... Well, it looked like Ivy at first, but now he's just going to jump on top of Green Train. Meanwhile, that second AWP is going to be over there on Bomb Train, not keeping any eyes on Ivy. And auto director, please. Heavily smoked off. A lot of molly damage happened. There goes one of the AWPs. One got put to good use, and actually make that a second for Levy. ID got himself a frag as well before he got traded up by Shanghai Opera. So it's going to be 2v3 right now for DownToFrag. Bomb is in their hands, or it will be in a moment. There we go. Picked it up. Knows one of the players barely survives. Gets a nice little spray down onto Bick there. Brings it to a 2v2. CT position's not the best. 2 players on either side of the right of Bomb Train. Going towards both hallways. Shanghai Opera spots it out, but he's moving just a little bit too much and he can't get it. So Stingray, he brought this in a man advantage for Jason to perfection. Let's see what Nick Cage Body Pillow can do. Bomb is not really planning for him. He gets spotted out by Levy, who gets 3 kills with that AWP. So solid stuff by him, putting one of them to good use, but the economy is going to be in, like, tatters, even though they just put all that money in there. Only keeping 3 players alive. They do salvage the other off, though, so that's one bright side for them. They'll be able to get maybe some UMPs or from Mosses on the hands of the other players. Meanwhile, DownToFrag, I expect a force buy here. Oh, they're just going to go full buy and lack a little bit of utility, I guess. Finally, Shanghai Opera picks up the AWP, and actually, no, oh man, I misread that economy a little bit. They have almost completely full utility. Shanghai Opera just missing a few grenades there. Let's see what the position is. Levy with a beautiful flick down on the Shanghai Opera. That's going to take that right out of the hands of Shanghai Opera. Solid stuff. So, AWP is picked up for the east side by 13 strats Y. Levy holding this interesting angle. I like this one. Over towards the right of Green Train. Meanwhile, time ticking down. Bomb slowly moving there towards B. Where there are 2 players positioned. They're going to get smoked off right now. Who's that? That's Bick holding a top train. I like this angle a lot. Not usually immediately checked. Only problem is that the smoke will allow them to push through it and spot out the legs of Bick before he can see them. Levy's going to get 1 more kill over there by the A-bomb site, making this quite a difficult take as DownToFrag has 3 players remaining. 45 seconds left to work with. Stingray holding a nice angle on upper. Smoked that off. Making DownToFrag count the seconds people that can come out. Bick, his position does pay off. For 2 kills, actually. So bomb has been dropped. 13 stress Y has come out. He got 1 more. No, I'm sorry, that's just the single kill. So, Jason to perfection. They string 2 rounds together for the first time this series. That's gonna feel good, right? Get a little chip on your shoulder. Build some momentum. Build some hype. Finally make those double ops work. Prediction, you know what? Turned out to be wrong. As often is true with casters. DownToFrag, they're gonna do another force buy. Interesting play. This worked out for them last time they did this. 1 AK, 1 op, 3 Tech 9s. But the question is, where do you push? Right now, Brun24 holding a very tight angle by Ivy, and it looks like they're setting up for a run boost, which would be perfect right now. We're just gonna hold this cam right now. Brun24, what can you do? Just 4 pixels to work with. Spots out a player, gets him in the leg or through the wall. Shanghai Opera down to 16 HP now. It's going to make things slightly dangerous. No rotation on the back of that information, though. 1 more player is holding close, and that is Levy, who currently has his op trained over there by T-Con. But we look like we might see some action from these 2 players stacked on top of each other in the mini-map. Who will get aggressive first? Nick Cage body below, making us... I think that was hurt. I think he made a step right there. So Idea is going to hold this tight. Not back off quite yet. Meanwhile... Oh, no, meanwhile! He just jumps right down. He goes down. And Levy, he got pushed off from that Molotov, then wastes 1 of his own. Brun, he's in a bad spot right now. Flashbang comes out, he's double smoked, but he's up close. He gets the first frag, gets the second, no scope. Holy hell, Brun. We're going to look at that on a replay momentarily. Right now, 13 strats while keeping his team in it as he gets one frag. Brun does miss one more shot, so it's going to be 2v4 for DownToFrag. As they push in, they have dropped bomb in a very awkward position, giving Brun a perfect angle for this. Shanghai Opper probably just wants to run and save this op now. It's 1v4. Nope, he's just going to peek it. He flicks over, and then I think he's thinking better of this now. Time to run. You got 10 seconds. Might as well try and carry that rifle into the next round. Yeah, we can take this time to check out that beautiful little 2K. Unless, of course, I screw up the replay. Hold up. We got it here. Just gotta name it correctly. You guys ever do production by yourself? It's awesome. Alright, here it is. Here's where Brun gets pressured. Just evades the flash, where I think IoTD actually flashed himself up right there. Look at that no-scope! Amazing stuff right there. We are back, going into the 7th round, and who is going to start it off another than Shanghai Opper, running out strong, tries to re-peek Levy right there. Doesn't quite work out for him, so even player numbers. And that was the only rifle they had saved. IoTD picks it up, puts it to good use before Levy answers back immediately, 1-1, back and forth, but IoTD gets him in the end. So it's now 2v2 as Big picks up 1 kill. DownToFrag desperately need this one, and they just got 1 more kill, and IoTD picks 1 more up for 3 frags that round. Solid stuff. Let's see how much of my replay actually caught that. We just missed the second one, I think, in the IoTD. Yeah. It's a little too late for that, but definitely some solid shots from him. So more than one capable Opper over there on the side of DownToFrag. As you can see, IoTD was the top fragger last round. Shanghai Opper currently topping the scoreboard for them, as DownToFrag do lead 4-3 on map number 2. Looks like they got out there pretty quickly. Zucchini Mania separated from his team and down to 29 HP. 4 players currently pushed through to Econ. No CTs quite spotted yet as they are heavily smoked off. Stingray is going to get naded down to 51 HP. Some solid damage done as he sprays through smoke next to E-Box and actually does a lot of damage there. Idea seems to have an idea of where that player is, but peeks over to the left and gets 13 strats Y down. Brun 24, he gets one for himself. Zucchini Mania answers back, as does Nick Cage. Down back to a 3v3, but health advantage in the hands of Adjacent Perfection. Zucchini Mania spots Idea trying to do some matrixy stuff over the top of Train right there. Idea's getting punched for that. Zucchini Mania with another little double kill. Yeah, so Brun, we've seen him do this before, and there's the first kill, opening things up. Bomb is still in the hands of Zucchini Mania. Is he going to rotate back? I think he just spotted that out. He got 50 seconds left in the round. They could push this all the way back towards B if they really wanted to. But right now, it does look like only one of those players is going to move. Zucchini Mania going to hold over here in T-Con. As, who is that? Nick Cage Body Pillow tries to make some noise and draw Brun 24 over, which it seems to have worked, so they've sold that. I'm not sure if that shot rang out, but it has allowed Zucchini Mania to go and plant that bomb. So Brun, 1v2, retake, no kit, no utility. Slowly creeps out. Spots nobody, tries to go for a different angle. Players holding very passively, not taking any peeks, just making him do all the work for them. As they're watching every possible angle. Brun 24 is going to have to check every possible angle as he comes out making all the noise in the world. He's a bit too far away now, but they have to have heard him now. And it looks like he might just be saving this AWP. With no kit, he had to get those 2 frags early, and that was just an impossible situation. So, they're not going to go hunting. They're going to be happy to carry their weapons over with that low health. And in the meantime, we can check out this little 2K the Zucchini got. There's the first as he jumps on over. Did somebody die just then? Nick Cage Body Pillow actually got him in the end. He can't even salvage that op. I didn't think they were going hunting. Okay, sorry guys. Off camera, we missed a little bit of something. Brun did not get to salvage that op. He was actually found out. I'm so surprised they went hunting for that because their only move was so low. But hey, we got to see a replay. That's fancy, right? So the CTs trying to get aggressive and go push up T-Con. Did a little bit of damage to those USPs, but that's all they had. No armor, no kit, no utility. Zucchini Mania, Vac. Oh my god, Vac. And Big actually managed to take his teammate on the back of one of those. Let's look at that Vac real quick. That was bullshit. I'm calling back. I mean, not completely seriously, but like that was some shady shit. Alright, Zucchini Mania smokes on out, sprays through, gets a lot of damage, and then just, casually just three bursts. Gets a nice little headshot through the smoke. Whatevs. Just, just CSGO things. Adjacent to Perfection now, after losing 3 rounds, they are back on the bye, not waiting for any more loss bonus to accrue, so they'll be lacking a bit of utility and only have 1 kit in their hands. DownToFrag, though. 4 AKs, 1 AWP, and 1 player holding up close. He backs off a little bit. Looks like he might be throwing himself down or just making some noise by ladder room for the time being. I believe that will be Bick. Currently anchoring this all alone. Brun actually got a kill over there by T-Connector, and Bick does get the opening kill. Doesn't take a hint of damage, but Stingray is here to back him up. Watching upper. Ooh, nice little double spray down, finishing up the damage done by Bick on one of those players. 13 stress. While he did answer back for 1 kill, but that's all that Adjacent to Perfection are going to lose as they put that new rifle purchase to good use and get themselves 1 more round towards tying this up. DownToFrag currently leading 6-4. This is looking a lot better than last map. Adjacent to Perfection, only round 11, and they've already almost tied their score for last round, or last map. Whoa, whoa, whoa. A little bit of FPS jitter there as I had to tab out to make Moobot do things. DownToFrag, 2 Galils, 2 AKs, and 1 Tech 9. Full body armor. No real utility, though. Just some mollies. Those are going to get dropped so they get used as Brun gets a double kill. Solid stuff. And another one. Stingray to get 1 more of those. Nick Cage body pillow. Last one alive. Not quite going to happen. So Adjacent to Perfection, 1 round away from tying this up, and DownToFrag looks like they might actually have to eco here. These guys have been quite brave to force buy, but when the rounds are this close, I'm glad they opted not to. Just a couple upgraded pistols, P250, and a Tech 9. Apart from that, just Glocks. And 1 smoke. And they are rushing their way over to B right now. Bick is holding up close and personal. Might kick out with a nade in his hand, but gets away unscathed. Flash comes out, and these pistols do work. Lots of damage dealt, but can't quite get the kills until Stingray finishes up on it. Up close and personal, waiting for those players to come through. Gets us another spray down through the smoke. Levy and Stingray follow up. Now IOTD, they got a bomb plant out of it, so made their money back on those pistol purchases. And now on to the 13th round. Ooh, IOTD gets 1 post, but he can't grab the weapon. That would have been a nice little salvage right there. But DownToFrag, they have enough money after that bomb plant and the loss bonus building up. Well, they're going to have a nice full buy right here. AWP 4 AKs. Meanwhile, Adjacent to Perfection, they're back on their double op setup, which they have loved so much. So, slowing it down a little bit, sending 2 players over there through Brown Halls, 1 player over there by Ivy, where it does look like Levy has spotted it out. Auto Director didn't want to show us, but thankfully I can observe sometimes, just sometimes. Definitely playing it slow and passive though. As you can see, no one else looking to peek out anytime soon. Zucchini Mania right up top. I thought he was on ladder room. We shall see. Bick gonna chuck a nice little molly in there, but sadly no one is home for him. Minute 10 left in the round to work with. Shanghai Opera spots 1 out. What? That was spot on. CSGO, please. Maybe he moved just a little bit. Looked like a solid shot to me. Did not land, though. Run 24, readjusting his position and jumping over the train again to hold this right side of train or green train angle. Let's see. No, just going to smolly that off. It's going to push that player out with the bomb, which has to be rotated out now as 45 seconds are left in the round. They're going to head over towards B, where Bick, once again anchoring, spots out the feet. That makes Zucchini Mania jump up and back off. Brun gets a kill over there to T-Con. Interesting that there was still somebody over there, but 30 seconds left. DownToFrag needs to move out now. First down, gets the first frag, sprays through the smoke, can't land it, but guess who gets the kill through the smoke? It's Zucchini Mania again. Bomb, tries to be planted. Idea sneaks on up and stops it. 8 seconds left in the round. It's not going to be enough. IOTD might want to get killed now, and that he does. Levy's going to pick up that kill, and Adjacent to Perfection are going to pick up their first lead on a map in this series. DownToFrag, forced upgraded pistols, 3 Tech 9s, 2 P250s. A couple flashbangs and smokes to go with that. Levy's going to start things off with a nice 2K. Idea gets one more on the back. Levy hears the footsteps up close, switches the pistol, gets the frag, and Idea picks up a second. Solid stuff there, but just in a basic eco round. Nothing too solid, but this is going to be the final round of the first half of the second map. DownToFrag is going to be back on the buy. Looks pretty full to me. Just a couple grenades missing from Shanghai Opper, as he had elected to go for the AWP purchase. Let's see if they can make this a little bit closer and pull it 8-7 before they go over there towards their CT side, which, in my opinion, is the favorite side on this map. And Shanghai Opper puts it to solid use, and he's tucked away back in the molly. Only takes him down to 82 HP, but did open up the round for him. Man advantage to DownToFrag. It's exactly the way they wanted to start this round off. A flurry of grenades are going to come out. Smokes, mollies, and everything else. Solid execute. Nick H body pillow spots up the first player, and I'm getting a little bit of FPS drop. Interesting. I think that was just because, you know, there are 18 grenades right now. Levy, Brun, they pick up 2 kills. Zucchini gets one right back, and Levy brings us back to a 2v2. Make that a 2v1 as Brun flicks over. Double Ops versus Zucchini Master Zucchini. You know what? I like that better. Zucchini Mania, Soul AK, and 2 flashbangs. His position seems to be known, so he's going to push on through that smoke. In the flashbang, the bomb was being defused. I couldn't even hear it with all the things going on. Zucchini Mania does pick up 2 frags on the back of that, but that's all she wrote. Adjacent to Perfection are going to go into the second half, 9-6. Once again, I'd like to thank you guys for the follows. It's awesome to see that. If you also want to, you know, hit me up on Twitter, I love you. I'm not going to buy you dinner or anything, but, you know, I definitely give you a nice fake I love you. 1 follow equals 1 free prayer to free Brax. Hook it up. Contra K, good investment. And speaking of investments, look like these players are going to be buying into this round pretty heavily. Getting some armor over there on the CT side for DownToFrag. 2 flashbangs and a 4th armor, actually. And a kit. Meanwhile, on Adjacent to Perfection, pretty much same buy. 4 armors, smoke, and molly. Let's see what this play is going to be. It looks like a heavy push through Econ right now. Or the mini-map can just be completely misleading me. It's that one area on this map that does that. So 1 player pushed out Econ, other players all pushing through Brown Halls right now, where I believe Nick H Body Pillow has spotted that out as he's running for his life up along Upper. He's going to drop down behind Bomb Train, get a nice little 1-tap onto Idea, trying to spot off the bomb plant. It's a little too late. He's up close. He gets himself a second frag. And what is going on with Brun right now? Brun's not even trying to help, but thankfully Bick is there. Does get that kill. Shanghai Opera gets himself 1. So it's now a 2v4. Bomb is being defused, and it might be a little too late, but the Molotov comes out from Bick. That's exactly what they needed. Firing away with that Glock. Can't quite get the kill. So, DownToFrag, once again, winning the pistol round as they have all 3 times prior.
Bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorists win.
DownToFrag immediately picking up some M4s. 3 of those so far. A little bit of utility and match has been paused. So, we have some time to talk about, what's going to go on. Some more predictions. Personally, I think DownToFrag much more suited for a CT side. As soon as Shanghai Opera gets that AWP, let's see him play Ivy, maybe play Z, shut down adjacent to perfection, because there's one thing I don't want to see from them, and they've been doing it a while. It's worked their CT half. You cannot play a double AWP setup on T side unless you're SK. Like, no other team ever has made that work. And if they try it, I'm going to be so fucking critical. I'm going to say some really nasty, rude, mean things. And I might mean at least half of them. So timeout is over. I filled that perfectly. Look at that. Out of freeze time. Going back into it. On top of the M4s, they pick up a UMP and an MP9. While adjacent to perfection, upgrade some pistols. As they do. As one would. 4 P250s and a Tech 9. No, this is not a family show. This is my stream. I get to say curses and cusses and hecks here. I'm only family friendly on Esports Arena. So fuck that shit. In the meantime, curses and swears aside, all 5 players up there in brown halls right now. Vic looks like he's going to be the first one to take a peek. Won't find anyone up close as Nick Cage body pillow is back behind Train. Kind of an off angle. Not one that's too commonly held. We'll see what he can do with it, though, as those 5 players very, very close, and none of them been spotted out yet. Flashbang comes from Nick Cage body pillow. And there he gets the first one, gets the second, the third! Solid spray down. It is just an eco round, but it's still some beautiful shots. Good spray control. And I actually impulsively made a replay of that, but I'm not making you guys watch a replay of an eco round. I don't know why I tried to do that. But hey, at least that instinct is there. Shanghai Opera, I was expecting him to throw the M4 instead. Zucchini Mania is going to pick that up for himself. It's going to be M4s against AKs. Jason of Perfection buying a little early, so they're not going to have a lot of utility for some executes. We'll find out what they can do with just, 2 smokes and 5 flashes. To me, that rings out to be an A hit. For the time being, there is one player up close, Shanghai Opera. I don't know if he meant to fall off the train right there. I don't think he did, as he now scooches right back up that ladder. Takes up a nice position. He's just going to smoke Teak on and back off. Meanwhile, over there, IOTD is going to molly off as he has heard some players pushing up to over there on the side of Ivy. But Bick actually opens up the frag on Shanghai Opera, who's atop that train. They have exposed themselves just a little bit too much. IOTD peeks it. It's dangerous now. They have a man disadvantage. So he might be looking to get aggressive, but he's going to flash himself over towards T-Con to back up his player over here, which is Zucchini Mania. They're starting to rush in through Ivy right now. Gets flashed in, but caught on the boxes. Spots the player out regardless. IOTD gets the better spray down, though. Levy answers back. 13 strats Y and Zucchini Mania pick up 2 kills on themselves, bringing this to a 3v2 for DownToFrag. Make that a 4. Make that none. As a quick succession of kills comes on in. I just said the wrong word right there. My first mistake was admitting that. Take notes. So, eco round did not pan out for Jason Perfection, and we are back to even rounds for the second time this map. DownToFrag, Jason Perfection, 9 rounds each. No real aggression yet from either side. Pretty much a stacked default here. 2 players on B, 3 on A. Jason Perfection slowly creeping over towards Brown Halls. Zucchini Mania opens up 1, 2, before IOTD and Shanghai Opera swing on in, and I believe Zucchini Mania actually thought he had that kill right there before he flicked on over to check on the opposite side of E-Box. But that'll put Jason Perfection in the, well, the realm. Yeah, this is a full buy. They got this. DownToFrag back in control of the map. Shanghai Opera finally has the op, and he's actually going to go up towards B with it, which is not a bad play. Jason Perfection had been more, I don't know, positioned towards there. Let's see what he can do with it. Meanwhile, Jason Perfection's actually kind of slowing this one down. They've got 2 players actually tucked over by garbage bin for some reason. What the hell are they doing? Maybe expecting some aggression? DownToFrag has not shown they're willing to do that yet, so not sure exactly what they think they have a read on, but that's definitely not it. And right now, we're just on the Shanghai Opera Cam. He's just going to smoke that off, allow his second player, Nick Bodycage Pillow, to, well, I guess they're both going to back off. Maybe they have a read on something, as these players are kind of stacked up for an A hit right now. IOTD, he's going to molly that off, slow down the clock even more. He's actually going to get boosted up. I like this position. I don't see it all too often, but he's got to make sure that he doesn't get shot in the back from T-Con. It does look like 13 Strats Y is going to be moving in to make sure that's covered off. 54 seconds left in the round, guys. You know, just, hey, reminding you that you have to pick up the bomb. There you go. Picked it up. Maybe you should rotate to a bomb site now, because clearly this isn't working out for you. But Levy, currently holding this angle, might get shot out here. Is he going to check it? As the second player peek him, 13 Strats Y is going to get that one. 33 seconds left. Nick Cage Body Pillow anchoring the B-bomb site. Surprisingly, no one else has come to back him up quite yet. They're still assuming it's going to be an A hit, but Shanghai Opera, he's rotated on over. Molotov's smokes are spotted. Nade's going to come out. He's going to allow him to get into position. And he misses the first shot, moving just a little bit too much. Tries to flick over, can't get it. Nick Cage Body Pillow spotted up behind spools. So now man advantage in hands of Adjacent Perfection. Somehow winding the clock down allowed them a bomb plan, but can it allow them much more? Nade reigns in, takes Brun down to 29 HP. HP is in the favor of DownToFrag. They need to line up these shots and peek at the same time. Vic does spot out one. Some damage has been dealt onto another player of the CT side. Trades occur. Zucchini Mania gets one more for himself, and it's now all up to Stingray. Spotted out one player. He goes to tap the bomb with the player in the wrong position. Zucchini Mania, you should have been, tucked away upper, and you get caught with a nade in your hand in a round that I don't think Adjacent to Perfection should have ever had. Somehow, they pull it back, tie it up yet again, 10 to 10, looking much more competent and confident on this map of Train. And I'm out of beer. Chat, can you send me some more beer? Because I'm out of beer. Alrighty. 5 AKs on the terrorist side, 4 M4s, AWP for the CTs. And Adjacent Perfection playing it slow, but it does look like 13 Strats Y. No, he's just going to go back on top of this train, where I don't know why he keeps playing this. He's died here twice. Oh, and answer the question, cider. Could you guys, it's cider? Not really a beer guy. It was just something someone left in my fridge. Actually, send whiskey. That's better. That is totally what I'm all about. So 13 Strats Y somehow, takes my advice, jumps down from that train. There's an interesting bit of positioning going on right now. 4 players on that A-bomb site. I think you're going to shuffle things up for the moment as the terrorist sides start moving through brown halls. Only Brun left to peek out of T-Con right now. Spots out one player, does 11 whole points of damage. Can't quite get the flag. Zucchini Mania is going to be the victor in that battle, but they're piling on in. Molotov's going to come out a little too late to slow them down. One player just actually runs right through it, or hops right over. Nick Cage Body Pillow rotating around as his teammates start entering in from the other sides. He's going to go down, though. Vic gets that frag. Zucchini Mania trades it back before Levy gets one for himself. And once again, similar position to the previous round, 3v3. We've got a bit of a flank going on from 13 Strats Y. But IOTD, he gets one, spots out the second player, does a lot of damage to him, and Shanghai Opera gets the other kill. So now they know this player's position. And before they can go defuse the bomb, they're going to pincer in on him, take out the frag, and just wait for that mullet to extinguish. And oh my god! I would have mocked you relentlessly, Shanghai. Nearly kills himself in the molly, trying to get the hop on that defuse. Which is strange to me, because he had all the time in the world. So, DownToFrag pull themselves back in the lead by 1 round, currently 11 to 10. Adjacent Perfection probably going to allow a 12th round unless some small miracle occurs and they can put these Glocks to use. All 5 players of the T side currently pushing up towards Ivy. We have not seen a play like this before. I'm not really a fan of this play. If you're going to do this, like maybe send 4 and then 1 through T-Con. But with a Glock rush, actually no, some of those players have picked up P250s, so a little bit more firepower. We'll see what they can do with it. As they are headed on in right now. ESEA-O once again boosted up. He lets the first one trigger discipline. Gets one, gets two, gets three! Beautiful little spray down by ESEA-O before Big takes him out. 13 stress-wise going to get one of those. Make that two of those. Make that a pretty clean round for DownToFrag against that Eco. Let's watch this spray down. That was actually the first time I've ever been T-Doors, so, you know, thank you. Really do respect that. Going into the 12th, or sorry, going into round number 23. DownToFrag currently up 12 to 10. Let's see what happens. Both teams playing it fairly passive. Both teams on a bye. Somebody do something. Looks like nice smoke execute is going to be played out here. Shanghai Opera in a good position to get the first pick, and he does. Spots out the second player as well. Repeaks it for a beautiful 2K. Now Zucchini Mania. He's going to have to anchor this position right now. Here's once on the other side of him. Spots out Bick, gets the frag. That's going to have the information passed on, but Stingray gets the kill. Or gets killed from ESEA-O. So idea, his presence is known. That nade's going to come in, do nice 32 damage to him. And he's the last player alive for Jason, and that is going to be it. DownToFrag take the round clean, and the economy for Jason to Perfection is in tatters. It is in ruins. It's just, you know, it's bad. It's not good. But they're probably going to force buy here, just some pistols. If I've learned anything from their playstyle in the previous, what has it been? Something like the 35 round. Never do math live on stream. That's my #1 pro tip, and I just broke it. They're going to buy a single flashbang in the hands of Stingray. As all these players start pummeling in through the brown halls, leaving one player over there by Tikon. For a second, looked like they were going to push some players down through ladder. At least one player is going to be going down there. But 3 of them are headed straight towards Nick Cage Body Pillow. Slowly creeping towards upper, making enough noise. Actually, they have one player in on A to make the rotation delayed. Zucchini Mania, he's going to spot one of those players, though. Take them down. Oh, Shanghai Opera up close and personal. Can't quite the shot. Zucchini Mania runs on over, saves his teammates with only 20 damage dealt. You know, the bomb is over there on the B-bomb side, but it has been dropped, and those frags have come out from the CT side as they are starting to run away with this. 4 rounds in a row. Round number 25. DownToFrag within 2 rounds of getting this series win. Fucking spoilers in chat. I kind of would have predicted that, but I haven't had somebody come into my stream after they've won to announce that they've won. So yeah, GG's, ESEA-O cleaning up here, putting down Levy and Brun. Big up close. Here's the player jump up on bomb train. Spots the, what? He looked away for some strange reason. Zucchini Man is going to pick up that frag. Maybe a little bit of tilt coming through. Ruined, not saved. Dead stream. So DownToFrag currently on match point, and I wonder who's going to win this round. I am on the edge of my seat, which is not a DX Racer, so, you know, smash that dono button so I can, you know, not buy a DX Racer and just buy whiskey instead. But you know, the intention's there. Final round, Adjacent to Perfection, full AK purchase, 2 flashbangs, full armor. Not a whole lot to work with. One player's already gone down. Make that a second. 13 strats wide, picking himself up a frag as they run out right into Zucchini Mania's rifle. He's going to go down, though. Idea picks himself up before he's traded up by Shanghai Opera, and Levy goes down. That is going to be 16-10 GG's to DownToFrag, some solid stuff from them, fun stuff to watch, and they will move on through the playoffs. Currently 3-0 in the single elimination bracket for ESEA Season 24 Open. Paid $20 to watch this game? How so, sir? Anyways, guys, I want to say thank you for following me. I got a bunch of you today. Really do appreciate it. I cast several times a week. I try and do one every day, but I have a hard job. Sometimes have really weird flexible hours. So if you do want to have your matches cast, hit me up on Twitter. And you know what? You should follow me on Twitter so that you can hit me up on Twitter to do so. Grab that follow button by the pussy and, you know, hit me up. I can usually cast from 6 p.m. Pacific time onwards, sometimes like 5:30. But that is going to be it for me. Only one cast tonight, as it was a BO3, and I am exhausted. I'm dead on my feet here. I'm surprised I actually got to cast this. So I'm going to throw you over to my boy Thin Legs, who's currently casting another game of ESEA-O. Oh, actually, it's SEVO. So yeah, we'll see. Yeah, I said pussy. That's right. Go check out Thin Legs.
Pugs. Danny going to be going connector, throwing a smoke and a nade and falling back. And we've actually got Sean pushing up mid, but he gets killed. Hunter grabs Stanley as well. That AK seems to be far more